Hi everybody, it's Kayla. Welcome to our Monday Moves weekly workout. Each workout has 10 minutes of movement, and 10 minutes is something everyone can find time for. So join us every Monday to keep you moving. So we're going to start with our warm-up first. We're going to start with some arm swings, just keeping those shoulders down and relaxed, keeping those arms relaxed here as well. Then we're going to go into some torso rotations, just getting that spine warmed up for our 10 minutes of movement. Then from there, we're going to go into a deep squat. You're going to push those elbows against the knees. Then we're going to add some rotation in there, looking up towards our hand as we do this here to get some spine rotation along with some neck mobility. And then from there, we're going to start into our workout with some RDLs. So if you got some dumbbells at home, go ahead and grab them. From here, we're going to go 30 seconds. And then after that, we've got gorilla rows for 30 seconds as well for 2 sets. So starting our RDLs, we're reaching the glutes back to the wall behind, keeping those knees slightly bent as we pull those shoulder blades towards our spine. So our spine stays neutral that whole time. Making sure we're bracing the core here as well. We don't want to feel anything in our low back, especially since we're getting into this RDL position. You're putting your spine in a weakened position at that bottom. So again, 30 seconds here, and then once we're done, we're going straight into those gorilla rows. So dropping those dumbbells down to the ground, and then we'll alternating arms here, pulling that shoulder blade back towards our spine, keeping that back flat, that head in that neutral position, keeping that chin tucked. And again, 30 seconds here with no rest. We're gonna go right back into that RDL in about 10 seconds. Focusing on your breathing here as well, keeping that core braced. And 2, 1, and we're going into back into our RDL. So again, shoulders back, keeping those knees bent, reaching the glutes to the wall behind you. Again, 30 seconds here. Then back into those gorilla rows. After this set, we've got 30 seconds of rest before we go into our next superset. Almost done here. 5 more seconds, then back into those gorilla rows. So we'll drop those dumbbells back down. And 30 seconds back into those gorilla rows here. Keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears. Keeping that core braced. Keeping that flat back. Head in that neutral position here as well. We've got about 10 more seconds, then you've got your 30-second rest as I explain our next superset. 2, 1, and we're gonna rest here for 30 seconds. Our next superset will be split squats. So you're going to grab your dumbbells again. Majority of your weight is on that front foot. Shoulders are back, ribs are down, and we're driving through that front foot. If it bothers the knee, reach that torso forward. More hip and glute dominant. Then we've got bicep curls. You can do hammer, you can do regular. Some people prefer the hammer if they got some elbow issues here. Now into those split squats for 30 seconds. Majority of your weight on that front foot. Pushing that floor away. Making sure torso's upright unless you're leaning forward to make it more hip and glute dominant. Main thing here is that knee alignment. We don't want the knee to cave in, so keeping it out. Push through your whole foot. In about 5 seconds here, we're going into our bicep curls for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, straight into those bicep curls. Good. And again, you can do hammer, you can do regular, up to you. Staying nice and tall, keeping those ribs down. We're not adding any movement, slowly using those biceps to get those dumbbells up. We've got about 5 more seconds here. And then back into those split squats. Again, shoulders back, nice and tall, drive through that front foot. Nice and controlled. We want to tripod with our foot, which means big toe, pinky toe, heel are all on the floor as we're driving back up. Good. About 5 more seconds, then back into those bicep curls. And back into your bicep curls here. Again, no swinging. We don't want the torso moving. Good. Nice and controlled movements here. We are halfway there. We've got one more superset to go after this. All right, back into your split squats for round 2. Nope, back into, now we're going chest press. So we're gonna lay on the ground, 30 seconds. Legs are straight, shoulders are down and away from the ears. We're not touching the ground, or not setting our arms on the ground. We're slightly hovering above. Reaching for the ceiling like we're punching up towards the sky. And then from there, we're going into our dead bugs. So dropping our weights, pulling that belly button in towards our spine, opposite arm, opposite leg. Keeping that low back attached to the ground at all times. We don't want that spine to come up. We want to stay with that back flat on the ground. So ribs down, pull that belly button in. From there, we're going into our chest press again. So grabbing your dumbbells.
Work.
Nice and controlled movements here. Keeping your legs straight. If you need a little help, drive the heels down into the ground. Keep your core braced by pushing that back into the ground as well. We're almost done. We've got about 5 more seconds, and then back into our dead bugs. Dropping the weights, back into your dead bugs, opposite arm, opposite leg. Pull that belly button towards your spine. Keep that back on the ground. We don't want an arch. And we're not using those deep core muscles. We're using our back to help us, and we don't want that. Keeping that knee bent, so we're also using those hip flexors. Almost there. And we are done with our Monday moves. Thank you for watching. Bye.